Hello everyone, welcome back to my tutorial. Today I am going to start the second video of Arduino Basic tutorial. In this video, I am going to show you how to use serial monitor and how to set the serial communication from computer to Arduino board. And also I am going to show you how to use analog read function, and finally I will show you how to use if conditional statement or function. Let us start. Here I am using online simulation software tinkercad.com. Here you can create your account and you can start your project here also, and later on I will download the code from here and I will download it into my Arduino UNO board and construct the breadboard circuit with LED and potentiometer and show you the result. Okay, I am going to start my project here. First of all, I am going to components and I am going to choose Arduino UNO board and then a breadboard and a resistor and a LED and a potentiometer. So this is the component list of my project Arduino UNO board, and one resistor, one LED diode and one potentiometer. Okay, first of all I am going to put the potentiometer into the breadboard and I am fixing the value 10 kilo ohm for potentiometer, and this is the analog input of Arduino UNO board. So I am going to connect A0 to the middle point of potentiometer, and also I am taking the 5-volt connection from Arduino UNO board to give connection to potentiometer one terminal, and I am connecting the third terminal of the potentiometer to the ground rail of the breadboard, and also I am connecting the ground from Arduino UNO board and connecting to the ground rail of breadboard. I'm changing the color. Okay, and I'm going to the code editor. So this is the code. This is a very basic code of Arduino UNO board. This is the setup function and this is the loop function that we know from our earlier tutorial. So I am going to write within the setup function serial begin with a baud rate 9600, and by using this function we are fixing the data transfer rate between the computer and the Arduino UNO board. And within the loop function I am declaring an integer value and a variable sensor value is equal to analog read A0. That means we are getting connection from A0 analog pin from the Arduino UNO board, and we have connected this value to the Arduino middle pin. That means when we will turn the potentiometer knob, the resistance will vary and we will get this value through this wire into the Arduino UNO board as an input value. When we will vary the knob of the potentiometer, so within this serial monitor we will get different values starting from 0 to 1023, that will represent 0 voltage to 5 voltage. So that we are going to show it here. Now here we are putting the analog read value of this pin A0 into sensor value variable, and we are going to print serial dot print line this value here, and we want to give a delay function like 10, or we can give 100 value. Now if I upload this to my Arduino Uno board, I will have to press upload and run. Oh, I had a spelling mistake. Sorry for the mistake. Here you see into the serial monitor, we are getting the 0 value because here the potentiometer knob is in the minimum position. That's why it is in the 0 position, 0 value. It is showing the 0 value. If I just move the potentiometer knob, you see the serial monitor is changing the value because its resistance is changing. So corresponding value is also changing into the serial monitor. So if I move a bit more, this value is increasing as well. And if I move further, it is also increasing. So we are getting the input from analog input pin from the potentiometer. And we are mapping this voltage into these values. I am increasing the resistance value and the serial monitor value is increasing. If I increase the extreme until the extreme, so that means 10 kilo ohm resistance, then the value is showing 1023 that I said earlier. Okay, so I'm changing it a bit and I'm stopping the simulation and going back to my circuit. One thing I would like to tell you, like if I want to print something here, so I can use the serial print line command. Similarly, if I just write here, if I give some string like hello world, and if I upload it again, I will see the hello world here. So if you want to show something into your serial monitor from the board or anything that happening within the board, you can show it into your computer serial monitor. So we can do it, and in within the Arduino IDE, this is the serial monitor. Here we can see it. So I can stop it now and I am moving further. Now I am going to fix up the LED into the circuit, and the resistance is I am putting into the positive terminal of the LED, and the value of the resistance I am giving here 220 ohm, and I am taking digital output from pin number 8, and I'm changing the color as a red one, and I'm giving the ground here into the ground of the breadboard, and I'm changing the color as a black one, sorry, and I'm going to the code editor. And before going to code editor, I'm explaining a bit. When I will change the knob here, I am going to fix up a threshold voltage, for example 400 or 500, something like this, and I am going to show you the if statement, the conditional statement. So by using that if statement, I will fix up this LED will blink or not. For example, if I set up the threshold voltage 500, and if I move this knob of the potentiometer, when the value will cross the 500, then this LED will turn on, and when it will goes below the 500, then the LED will turn off. So this is the objective of my code. So I am going to code editor, and first of all I need to declare the pin mode into the setup, and I used this pin mode command earlier into my previous tutorial, and here I am using pin number 8, so I am declaring 8 pin as a digital output pin, and I need to declare one variable threshold value. I am fixing it here as 500, and into the loop, if I just remark it here, that means comment it here, and if I write like if sensor value will be greater than threshold value, then some action will happen, like digital write, and I'm going to give some delay and giving it the 5 millisecond, and I'm copying it, and if that will not happen, else this will happen. So in that case the output will be low. So this is the logic. If the sensor value that the Arduino Uno board will sense through the potentiometer value, if that is more than the threshold value that I am fixing it here, then this condition will be true, and we know if within the if function here, the parameter, if this condition is true, then it will go inside this loop, otherwise it will skip this loop and it will execute this loop. So if this condition is true, then this thing will be executed, otherwise it will be it will execute this line, that means it will be low. So this is a very simple logic. So I'm going to upload this. Oh, I forgot to declare the another parameter of the pin mode function. That's why it was giving some error. So it is successful, and here it is giving 1023 value at the extreme point. I am opening the serial monitor as well as I am trying to change the value, and if you notice, when it is crossing the 500, then the LED is blinking as per our logic. When it is going below 500, then LED is not blinking according to our logic. So if I change, it is blinking, and if I cross it further, the value is less than 500 and LED is getting off. So this is the basics of if statement or conditional statement, and by using this we can do a lot of things into our projects, and it is very useful statement. So I'm going to download this code. Already I downloaded. Again I am going to download this code, and I'm going to download it into the Arduino Uno board and going to show you practically how it works. This is the code that I created earlier, and I am going to download this code to my Arduino board here. So I am going to upload this code, and here we can see, here I am explaining the circuit diagram. I took the digital 8 output pin from here, from the Arduino board, and I put this digital output pin to the one part of resistor, and another part of resistor I connected to the anode of the LED, and I put the cathode of the LED, that means negative terminal, to the negative rail in the breadboard, and I connected the negative rail to the ground of the Arduino board, and I connected the another ground of the Arduino board to the potentiometer one terminal, and I took the analog A0 connection from the Arduino board and put it into the middle connection of the potentiometer here. So, and I connected the another terminal of the potentiometer to the Arduino board plus 5 volt, and now I am going to change the potentiometer, and the LED is blinking. When I again change the value of potentiometer, it is getting off and it is again blinking, and at the same time I am going to turn off the, I am going to open the serial monitor, and you can see the value of the serial monitor is more than 500 that we gave here. So it is more than 500 and LED is blinking. When I reduce the value, LED is off and the value of the serial monitor is showing less than 500. So it is working properly as per our code. So it is turning on and it is turning off. This is all about today's project. Thank you very much. I think this tutorial will be informative for you. If you have any question, please leave it into the comment. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you into the next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching this video and thank you again to stay with me.